Everything is perception, and joy is the key to everything. I had a comment on one of my previous videos from an awesome subscriber. Thank you. And the question was, Master Johnson, honest question, how do I find joy? When I work so much, I don't necessarily have the time to spend and or even invest into the friendships and relationships to the point to where I can actually feel joy. Solitude can only last so long, but how do I get to a point to where I can experience joy with friends? Experience joy without friends, without company. So this is what this video is going to be dedicated to, but I started it out with saying that everything is perception and joy is the key. So the fact of the matter is there's a framework to this, and you can apply this framework to business, to relationships, really to anything in life. And the framework is what I like to call the focus framework, okay? So what I'd recommend is listen to this video more than once, share this video with your mama. I'm gonna give you the implementable steps in order to manufacture joy into your life. Now, before I get into the framework, I need you to understand what the difference between joy and happiness is. Happiness is a fleeting emotion that comes and goes. And typically, happiness is felt when an external motivator or an external indicator comes across the screen of your consciousness or the notification of your senses. Now, what does that mean? That means that when I open my bank account and I see more and more money, that makes me feel happy, right? But eventually, that feeling is gonna kind of dissolve or neutralize, I should say. Now, joy is consistent. Joy is when I look at my daughter in her eyes, when I look at my puppy in their eyes, when I look at my woman, when I can look at something that is consistent, where joy is consistent. That means that it's not a fleeting come and going thing. It is an appreciation of something that's automatic and that is natural. There is no catalyst for joy. It simply just is. So how does this apply to you? Well, if I was coaching you in this moment, what I'd be telling you is if you want more understanding on how to actually have more joy, it's going to be born out of where your focus is, the stories, the definition, and the meaning that you're giving, okay? But then there's a discipline to it. Here's what I want you to understand. I don't think, based off of what you asked, that you're not a joyous person. I think that you have a lot of joy. What I think you're really asking is, hey, how can I have more time to be able to spend with friends so that I'm not missing out on things? There's this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out. How can I free up more time and space away from work so I can actually nurture the relationships or just simply have fun again? I can have fun by myself, but I am craving human connection. I am craving being able to share my life with friends or with a person that is going to be able to make me feel a little bit more human because I'm not always working, okay? That, I believe, is what you're actually asking. Stage one of this framework, okay, is where is your focus? Is it focused on your future, the present state moment, or your past? That's stage one. Stage two, are you focused on what you have, or are you focused on what's missing? So if you are in this present moment, focused on what's missing, well, you got stage one right, but stage two is you're focused on what you're missing. Now, stage three is, are you focused on what you can control or what you can't control? So now if you're in the present moment, focus on what you don't have, and then you're focused on what you can't control, such as their calendars or your schedule or anything else of that nature, well, then that leads to a position where you feel very powerless. But I'm here to tell you, my friend, you have all of the power if you know how to discipline your focus. Here's how you're going to discipline your focus. Number one, you're going to make decisions. And these decisions are going to be to prioritize what it is that you actually desire, which is joy. But how is joy going to be able to be manufactured? It's called your perception. So if your perception is, I work too much, I don't have time for friends, well, until your perception changes, my friend, nothing is going to change, which means there needs to be a disciplined approach that then carries the action, that then carries more discipline so that you can make yourself more available to be able to have more fun then therefore leading to joy. In other words, nothing is going to change unless you change, okay? Joy can be felt, can be manufactured, but again, it's not joy that you want. It's to feel connection again and not feel like you're alone because you're working so long. So now, all right, here's the main focus. The desire is I want to be able to have time to experience fun again and experience joy again. There's the desire, okay? So then you're gonna ask yourself, are you focused right now on the lack of that, or are you focused on implementing and pedestalizing yourself to the point where you're gonna start to create the time to have that? It's this simple. You're either gonna create the time or you're not, right? There's no magic pill. There's just simply decisions that need to be made. And while that decision may be uncomfortable, and while that decision may trigger your ego, oh, you're not gonna be able to make as much money, you're not gonna, whatever the story is, in that moment is where we're not gonna react, but we're going to choose to respond from a different position, right? Now, the second part of the framework is what I call definition, meaning, and story. At any given moment, my friend, you're giving definitions, you're giving meanings, and you're giving stories to whatever you're going through in your life. And if you are giving definitions, meanings, and stories that sound like, I can't do this because, well, how would you be able to get to it if that's the story you're giving, the meaning you're giving, the paradigm that you're operating in? Give the winning story. Give a empowering meaning. Give a refining definition that then frees you up to be able to break into what it is that you desire. Joy is not separate of you, my friend, but until you stop placing your focus on what you don't have and what you can't control, joy just can't be able to be experienced from you. It's not by doing more things, it's about doing less of the things that make you happy. That's basically big breakthrough number one. Number two is, it's not what you are doing, it's what you have yet to do. That's number two. You have yet to be able to pedestalize joy. So then therefore joy is not being pedestalized. It's all on you. It just desires, or it just more so is trying to wait on your decision. Because if you want something, make the decision and then bring the discipline to be able to see it through consistently. I don't want this video to go too long. I believe that this really hit it. I believe that this is going to be able to help you out. My friend, you're not a victim to your reality. You are simply the master to it, but it's going to need a master architect, right? And this is why I say, because I am, everything is. And listen, my friend, because you are, everything is. So because you are bringing discipline, bringing focus, bringing a new, aligned, refining definition, meaning, and story, and you're going to allow yourself to go experience joy once again, because you did that, then joy is indefinite. It's automatic and it's inevitable. Great question. I'm happy that you're enjoying the channel. Keep up with the channel. Like I said, share this video with your mama. Listen, what I'd highly recommend for anybody, because you're all invited, go ahead and register to this week's masterclass. I run it each and every single Friday, okay? And on this masterclass, I'm going to be able to furthermore show you exactly how I've been able to build a framework by using martial arts methodology and the spiritual laws of success to be able to bring a very disciplined and success life to yourself, all based off the inner work that you're doing to keep yourself focused and disciplined. You're this close to it, and I'd love to be able to have and host you. You can find the link somewhere right down inside of here. Thank you for watching my video, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Until then, my friend, stay aligned, stay aware, and stay focused. See you soon.